Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hot Pink Pod, which is the official mini podcast for the Alpha Omega Lambda Sorority Incorporated. And this podcast, as we've said in episodes before, is strictly for you. It's for you to get a behind the scenes look at our sorority, get an understanding of what we're all about, and to see us in action, see us doing community service, hear directly from those who are already a part of our membership. Because I think the best way for you to determine if something is for you is to see what they're all about firsthand, hear firsthand for yourself. From the people who are already a part of that organization. Now, of course, there are certain things we can't share that are secret and sacred to our organization, but I do think it's important that the things we can share, that we do that to really give you an idea as to what we're all about. And so you can fairly decide as to whether or not Alpha Omega Lambda is for you. And to that end, as you guys know, we recently crossed our Beta Prime line, one of the most exciting things that has happened in this sorority. And I'm so incredibly proud of them and love them dearly. They have just already made such a difference in the spirit of our organization and brought such an energy and light to everything that we are doing. The founders and myself, we are just grateful. And today we have the anchor of this line, none other than my soror, Terri, and you guys are going to find out for yourselves why we named her the anchor, and her line name, which is Harmony. You'll understand the more you get to know her as to why she was named that. So, would you guys help me welcome my soror, Terri? Hello, soror.
Hello, Sor. Hello, Madam President. How are you
How,
today?
all is well. How about you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing
Good.
well. Thank
Thank
you.
you for joining me on this last weekend before Christmas. I appreciate you carving out some time to talk to me, but it was really important that I try to get all you guys interviewed while everything was still fresh
Oh,
and new,
absolutely. Yeah.
so I could get it's going to be interesting when you guys go back and watch these a year or so from now. Be like, oh, wow, so this is kind of documentation for us too. So it's been fun. So
Oh, absolutely. Looking forward
tell
to it.
I know, right? Tell me about your experience. Think back to when you were first deciding to join Alpha Omega Lambda. What drew you to the sisterhood? What made you think that, okay, you know what, I need this or I want this?
Sure. Actually, it kind of found me. I was right at a time. I remember it. I will always remember this vividly because you sent out a text message to that girlfriend's chat group that we
Yes,
had.
that's right.
Yeah, and I received that text, girl, just as I was making my connecting flight to Lisbon, Portugal. I was in DC and here I am reading this message, and I was like, oh my God, I think it's the time. I think this is the
Oh
time.
my gosh.
So I'm on the plane
Ah,
thinking about it the whole time. And as soon as I landed, I knew. Right away, I did not hesitate. I text you back. I'm like,
yep.
I am interested because I felt like it was definitely something worth exploring.
That's wild. And I bringing that group back to my remembrance, I remember, and there were so many that said they were interested and wanted me to send them the information, but you're the only one that followed through all the way to the end. And so now we get to go back and be like, nah, 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 y'all should have
Right.
died. But
Yes,
I hope some more
absolutely.
of them become a part because I really enjoyed that group and the time that we spent together too. I think some of
Yes.
them would be a great fit.
Oh,
But yeah, I
absolutely.
totally forgot about that. I'm glad you brought that back to my remembrance. Now
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
talk about rare gems. What your that's your line name. And everybody's got their different take as to kind of what that means. So what does it
Mhm.
mean to be rare in this season of your life?
Well, for me, it's about finding a purpose-driven sisterhood late in life. For
Ooh.
me, it's not about fitting in anymore. It's really about finding alignment. And
Mm-hmm.
that I just felt like that meant so much to me, finding meaning connections that just really add value to my life. And as for the what the year is going to bring, it's going to bring
Mm-hmm.
about sisterhood and a sense of belonging and a sisterhood that I can bounce off ideas, and I know that they
Yeah,
will give me positive feedback. And it's just the kind of support I really didn't realize I was missing.
I like that. So let's think back even further to when you guys were going through the Diamond Quest, which is, for those of you that don't know, that's the name of our pledging process. Um, Give me an idea of kind of what stood out as most, what challenged you the most going through that process.
Wow, that's a good question. I think really it was just, challenging really me just to open up, just to
Mm-hmm.
trust women that I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like I said, I was finding myself aligning with my line sisters, and I had to keep telling myself the universe put you here for a reason. So
Yeah,
go ahead and lean into it. And once I led into it, I trusted the process. And that's really where the growth happens. I feel like now I'm just so happy. I feel every day I just think about how happy I am that I have a true sisterhood.
I like that. I love what you're saying about alignment and how you're hammering that in because like you said earlier, at this stage in the game, we just think differently, and you and I are same age, so it's like
Yeah,
some of the things that other folks may be looking for or want or all that, to each their own. But in this
right,
season, if it's not in alignment,
right.
I have zero time for it.
Zero.
Zero,
Exactly. So that's,
zero time.
yeah,
And I like what you said about the Diamond Quest because the challenge, when you start talking about pledging processes, people have preconceived ideas as to what that's all about. But I do want to share with our audience, number one, we have a very strict no hazing policy, and that means mental, physical, or otherwise. But additionally, this isn't a college campus. We are grown.
absolutely.
And so the challenge to get through this process is exactly what my soror here has said. It's going to challenge you more than anything.
Yes.
And really leaning in, like you said, I think is going to make all the difference.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
think about, or was there a moment during the process, whether it was before you guys became sorors or after, that really stands out to you, or where sisterhood showed up in a way that you didn't expect?
Oh my goodness. Yes, it happened fast.
Oh,
Really with Sore Danny's food drive and how we all
yes.
were able to chip in and help her out with her charity that she was raising food donations for. That really showed me, as well as Sora Cordelia chipped
Mm-hmm.
in and helped out with the child from the Rhonda Walker Foundation homeless
Mm-hmm.
shelter party, and to able to provide that little girl with even
I
more gifts,
know. Wasn't that
and
wow?
the fact that she actually went to the event
I
and
saw
stayed
the
there,
pictures.
yeah, that really warmed my heart because I wasn't able to attend, and
Mm-hmm.
the fact that she was there to be there for me, that's what sisterhood is all about. Just showing up for your sisters when they can't be there, or showing up and providing help when someone says, "Hey, y'all, I need some help." Boom, we were right there to help.
Sure
So
was.
that really, it happened fast with us, and it really made me feel good.
I I think what really stands out the most to me, and most people may not realize it, is that you guys did this before becoming sorors. You
Yes,
were, yeah, this was before you even crossed. This is y'all in the grind together,
yes,
and showing up for each other like sisters before you quote unquote had to.
yes.
That's the piece that, I mean, that blew me and Tiffany, Soror Tiffany and Soror Kiana away when we just kind of would peek in you guys' chat and see,
Yeah,
how you guys were coming together. That was just a phenomenal thing to see. And I
yeah.
agree, that does stand out as a really powerhouse moment for sisterhood. Now, let's think about this time last week. I mean, y'all just a week out. Think about the moment that you crossed and you finally realized, oh my God, we did it. Or the ceremony, whatever is on your mind around that. Give me an idea of what you were feeling, what you were thinking.
I felt honored. I
Mm,
really did. I felt like it was a dream come true. because I've always wanted to be in a sorority. It was just about timing and which sorority. You
Mm,
just don't go
mm-hmm.
out here and haphazardly go anywhere, right?
Truth,
You go where
truth.
you're drawn, you go where you're invited. And I had both. I was invited and I was drawn into
Yeah.
to AOL. So this is for me. This is my best fit. I'm happy with it. So I was
Yeah.
very happy upon crossing, and I felt like it was truly sacred.
Yeah. I agree. I think that moment was really, really powerful, even more powerful than we had planned. It just worked out just incredibly amazingly.
Oh
Um,
yes, definitely.
yeah. You are, of course, a part of Beta Prime, which is our
Yeah.
foundational line.
Yeah.
I know. So, give me an idea of what you're looking forward to doing or helping to build within the sorority. One of the things I know that we've told you guys that you all don't have to rush in and do anything, but what's on your heart to do eventually as it relates to the sorority?
Well, for me, it's I don't have to rush in, but it's just my heart tells me to. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
And I'm
I'm ready.
really
Let's
because
go.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm really excited about recruitment and putting together a wellness program, not running. Hint, hint.
Because I'm
All
not
about.
running, y'all.
I know we don't.
I done
You
told
know,
them 20 times I'm not running. Okay, go ahead. Wellness
It's
program.
yeah, wellness program. Because through my work with the Rhonda Walker Foundation, when I sat on the board there, I created two programs that they are still using today. And one being the mentoring program, where I was able to match up a volunteer with one of the teams for a 1 year commitment. So I helped to see that through. And then I also started the wellness program, which is called the Zone. And so with that, I would like to bring that same experience to AOL because
Yeah.
it's all that the health and wellness and who we bring into this organization to help it grows, that's just aligns with who I am
Hmm.
and what I'm about and how I would love to serve
I like
AOL.
that. Because one of our causes this year, one being domestic violence, but the other is mental health and well being. I think that mental health and physical health are much aligned and tied together. So I think that fits really well in lockstep with what our causes already are. So to add that dynamic, I think would be phenomenal.
And absolutely. And when we are going to become leaders, and as we are leaders, we want to be healthy leaders, right? We
How
want
about
to
that?
have make sure our mental is right, our body is right, and our heart is right. So I
Mm,
really would like to bring that to the organization.
I love that. So finally, and then I'm gonna get off your phone. We're doing good on time, y'all. I want you to think about a woman who's just like you, maybe our age, or maybe someone that's been desiring sisterhood for a long time and just hasn't found the way, or hasn't been invited, or hasn't come across the one that they want to be a part of, or not sure that they can even do that at their old age. Just give me an idea of what you would say to them. And I'm going to give you the camera so you can speak directly to them.
Okay. I would have to say to once you've done that true assessment of what it is you're looking for in this season of your life, it's best to go into something truly wanting to be there. Because when you go in wanting, you're bringing your best self to it. And that allows us as sisters to support you, to uplift you, and be right there for you. So if you're looking for a safe space of women who are like minded, who will help you grow and will support you through and through, this is truly the place for you. It's nothing that we want to shove into you or make you do. It's just that if it's something you're looking for, this is the place.
Terry, that was so powerful. And one thing that we didn't talk about that I would be remiss if I didn't add is one of the reasons that we made Terry the anchor was because of how relentless she is when it comes to making sure that everybody is okay and nobody gets left behind. Can you speak a
Absolutely.
little bit to that about your heart around that?
Absolutely, absolutely. When I first got into the organization, well, at least when we rushed and when we
Hmm.
decided we were going to be online, and when I saw that Tisa wasn't in the group, and she wasn't replying, and it just was on my heart to say, hey, we're here for you, we're all going
Hmm.
through this. It was scary for me too. I didn't
Yeah,
know any of the women either. It was scary, and I just really, it just touched my heart. I just really wanted her to know we're here and we're going to go through this every step. And to any sister that is considering it, just know we are here for you. We just went through the process and we will be right here for you, side by side.
I love it. And the key to that too is, especially if you come in this spring, these are the sisters who will be your big sister. So you hear their heart, you hear that they're not going to leave you by yourself. They're going to be in lockstep with you. They're going to support you. You definitely could not come in at a better time. So Terry, thank you so much for joining me
Absolutely.
and for sharing. I cannot wait to see what um, all of us are going to accomplish together. I'm looking forward to wellness because I got to get my
Yes.
life together.
Yes, we
Um,
are. We're going to do it together. It's
we're
together,
gonna do it
Soror,
together.
together. Yes.
That's right. We're
Yes.
gonna do it together. So
Mhm.
stick around the studio. I'll be right with you. I'm gonna just close
Okay.
up the show. All right,
Absolutely.
guys. Right. Our anchor for Rare Gems is just that. She is truly, truly an anchor. And when I tell you she has a heart of gold, I'm sure you were able to see that for yourself, how she cares for others, how she looks out for others when thinking, even just when she talked about the programs that she created for the Rhonda Walker Foundation as far as mentorship and wellness. It's just that heart for others that just keeps showing up. And like I said, she and the other sorors that you've met already will be a part of the big sisters that will help you in this next iteration in our spring recruitment, which we've just opened the doors for as far as getting your interest. So if you are interested, as you see, that's been scrolling down on the bottom, go to our website at www.alphaomegalambda.com. Click that I'm interested button. It's at the top, it's in the middle, it's on the bottom. You can't miss it. Click that button. We have a couple of questions that we ask you just to get your alignment, right? Get your interest in your alignment as it relates to our sorority, and we will email you back. Definitely will respond, get you on our mailing list so you'll know firsthand when our interest meetings are going to be, and you can see for yourself, come in the door, see for yourself what we're all about, and if you want to be a part of it. I think you will, but you'll get the opportunity to see for yourself. So thank you so much for joining us for yet another episode of the Hot Pink Pod. Until next time, on behalf of Alpha Omega Lambda, its founders and all of its sorors, we thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.